I honestly think that every Chinese person who grew up in the West should go back to China at least once in their life. There is almost an inherent identity crisis built into the fact that you grew up Chinese in the West. In middle school and high school, the culture is a punchline and you are constantly made fun of your eye shape, the way you pronounce words, the food you eat, and you learn to assimilate until at some point you start to question, what does it actually mean to be Chinese? If you say anything remotely positive online about China, you will trigger so many different reactions from people who have never been to China. First time that I went back to China in 2018, I really began to question my own assumptions. Like, do I really think this way because Western media told me to? Or is it because this is my actual authentic experience of China? Long story short, that experience itself opened so many doors for me, and I ended up taking an entire gap year to solo travel in China. If you truly want to understand your roots, you don't just go to the popular cities like Shanghai and Beijing, you also go to the places that not many people talk about. And after traveling to over 100 cities in China, many of which my parents or grandparents had never even heard of before, it made me realize that some of the nicest, kindest people you will ever meet are oftentimes in places you are taught to fear the most. The thing is, traveling to China and experiencing Chinese culture does not make you any less Canadian. On the other hand, it actually made me appreciate Canada so much more. The life that my parents gave me in Canada, the privilege of living in this country. But going to China does give you a sense of completeness. The China experience is different for everyone, but it starts with the willingness to go.